What's up, guys? Coming back to you. We are finally done with the annual, and as you can tell, I've moved hangars. I needed more hangar space because in my last video, as y'all could tell, everything was just packed in there. So now I have room for everything. So let's get started.
Hi guys.
Oh, hey everyone, this is my daughter Emerson. She came and helped me out today, wash the plane.
Yes.
It's always good to have a little small person because the bottom of airplanes are not fun to clean. And this one hadn't been cleaned in about 3-4 years. So she did a really good job. All right, say bye.
No.
Okay. All right, guys, well, let's start off with what we got done during the annual. Let's start first. Here's the low end pitch stop that we were having the problems with. I told y'all about it. Ground off the threads, the bolt snapped, and it was because of not enough back pressure on the hub to keep this nut from spinning. So we got that replaced. I'll walk over here. I'll show y'all that. Well, it's already put back together, but let's see here. It was on this engine, up in here. This goes up in there, and then new oil coolers on, like we did. What else did we do? Replaced a bunch of rib nuts, and I mean a bunch. The little nuts that hold all these screws on, these fairings up underneath. We replaced probably, I don't know, maybe 30 rib nuts. And then we went through, finally started putting on stickers on the airplane because none of the stickers are on the plane. And the weather stripping to keep for the top up here, we pulled all the old off, replaced both sides all the way down to where it's supposed to be, up top, back around, and underneath. So that was fun. So, but that's stuff it needs doing. So we got that all done. Let's walk around. Oh, the biggest thing, the landing gear. We had a bunch of problems with the landing gear. And it's not because of the years of neglect, but I'm thinking it was the rigging person. So, everything, none of the two sides look just alike. And coming out the B, whenever everything from the cockpit down tested out good. Once you got to the intermediate tube that goes out to the landing gear is where everything started getting thrown off. So on the passenger side wheel, the book calls between 40 and 50 and 60 during service. We were wanting 50. Well, that side over there was 75 on a scale. And then this side was off the chart. We had a 150-pound spring scale on it, and I could barely pop the lock off at about 130 pounds. The front nose gear was good. It had a slight pop in it whenever it would start to come up, but we eliminated that. There was just too much down. The down lock pressure was a little too much. So we got that down to what Tony recommends for the rig it right. And so yeah, we finally fought back and forth with these, getting these down, and I'm surprised it hadn't snapped that gear yet because the force on it was just so much. And I should have knew something was up. And once you get everything rigged the right way, that motor doesn't strain none. It sounds so smooth and everything now. So that's nice. Let's look at this clean belly. Man, nice and clean. Think a good job?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's see what else. Our next task, we're gonna be removing a bunch of old antennas on here.
Antennas.
Do what?
What are the antennas?
these little things.
Oh.
That's your comm antennas. That's an old transponder antenna, which got the shark fin now for the transponder, but we're putting another shark fin up front for the ADSB and everything, so we can get the ADSB underneath the dash. And if y'all were wondering what these zip ties are for, they're not holding nothing. We just zip tied because we put stickers on the struts because wasn't nothing. So they're just helping hold that so they could glue on. All these cowl plugs and everything are custom made. My mom did them. But that's what moms are for. She's good. Got new stickers up here. Man, this plane's pretty when it's clean. Oh, my trickle charger came back in. It had a problem. We're replacing all the interior lights with LEDs. Oh, also got LED landing lights now up there.
Ooh, that looks cool.
They're nice and pretty.
There's some.
Let's see. Well, guys, I'm trying to think if we did anything else. Here's my Sidewinder. That's what I use to pull the plane out. If y'all want to see how that thing works and if it's worth the money, I'll let you know. But there's the trickle charger, APU. Oh, another thing. This was a lifesaver. I got an old light here because whenever we were finishing up the annual, actually, this landing light over here decided it did not, or let me say, it decided to grind up a gear inside. So, luckily, I was able to get on Twin Cessna. A guy was selling a light by the name of Chuck, I think it was. I appreciate you, Chuck, if you're watching this video. But he sold me this light for 150 bucks and didn't know if it worked or not, but we really didn't care if the motor worked or didn't. We wanted a little tiny gear about the size of this right here to make this light retract and come out. Well, that little gear they wanted $650 for, and it did not make sense to do that. So we just bought a light, scrapped it. We'll use this as parts if we have to. We haven't tested the motor out or nothing. We just went straight for the gear and pulled it out. So that was an easy little fix. Well, it was almost a costly fix, but we were smarter and bought a used part and just pulled out what we needed out of it. And yeah, it's all nice and clean. I don't think I've showed y'all the inside yet, so let's hop inside and see what the inside looks like. This plane, I'm sure y'all seen other videos on YouTube. It was owned by Veris Aviation. They did an amazing job on the interior. It was all done in-house, and it's pretty. Here's the...
Got good storage.
Yeah, real good storage. And then here's a hat rack. Everything. Let's go to the top. Open up the top for me.
Yeah.
All right, twist up. Keep twisting. Keep twisting. Keep twisting. Keep twisting.
It doesn't go any farther.
You gotta push hard. It's at a stop. There you go. Now pull back. There you go. All right.
Sticky.
All right. I know y'all seen flying videos. Well, let's see if the light will adjust. I don't know if it will. Dang. Well, guys, I may have to wait till I get it outside in the... Okay, we can sit a little bit back here. Here's the panels, the leather seats. The seats actually recline. They didn't used to, but we went through and got all the parts that we needed to make them work. So they work really nice now.
Oh, I didn't know that. How do you...
So, and I don't know if y'all can see the paint. Oh, there we go. But I got just a little Garmin Aries 550. Then here's our ADSB up top that we're going to move. Once we get the wire hooked up, we're going to move it underneath the dash so it's out of the way. And then avionics wise, we got just the GMA 340. And then we have a Dinosaur KLN 90B. But I'm not going to hate on it. I always thought they were trash, but whenever I bought the plane, I didn't have money to throw avionics into it. But guess what? This little thing can do a lot more than what you know. And then we got a KX155A down right here, and then down here we got another 155A, and then we got a KT76. No, I don't have ADSB. I'm weighing my options whenever I go to replace this, because I can do a direct replacement with the Garmin 375 and 175s. So I'm debating on which one I want to go with. I'm probably gonna go with the 375 with the built-in Jeep or transponder. So, and then I'll move this back up into here. And I've come to liken, since I've had this plane, I did have a Cessna Cardinal before, and I had the comm board go out on my 430, and now I realized it's nicer to have independent radios. So if one system goes down, you're not just strictly using it for a GPS until you get it fixed, or worse, the whole thing shuts off, because that's what it was wanting to do. So I like having just radios outside of a GPS, if that's what I'm trying to say. So I like it for that reason, and I'm gonna stick to it like that. So, and plus these 155s, you can pick them up for a steal now, and I'm just gonna start buying one here or there just to have two as spare whenever these go. But I like to upgrade this one to a glide slope, so I can have dual glide slopes, not instrument rated, so strictly VFR. And that's the cockpit. Flaps are you hold it down. Earlier models had where you held it down, later models had it where you can have a selector. And then oh yeah, the fuel selector valve tray down there was garbage, so we put all new stickers on it, cleaned them up. Then we got LED 305 red light coming in, so that's why I have the guard off of this one right now, and have the guard off. I already replaced the two reds and the two whites up here with LEDs, and then just got the ones in the top of the ceiling. I got the covers off of them because I just haven't gotten the lights in yet. But that's an overview of the inside of the airplane, and that's a rack for my iPad mini. If anybody's ever used the mini racks that have the AC fans, leave me a comment and let me know how they work, because I'm debating on if I want to buy one, because I'm planning on upgrading iPads here soon, because I have a second gen, or it's either second gen or third gen, but Garmin Pilot runs really slow on it. So, but yeah, me and my father, we've done a bunch of interior work to this airplane, taking off all the eyeball vents, parts were missing, placing tubes, airflow sucked, so we replaced tubes, got them working. I mean, I know this plane it looks nice, but we've done a lot of work to it, and a lot of it's cosmetic stuff. We've gone through, replaced all screws, I mean everything. Whenever we bought the plane, it didn't even have the right handle, and it didn't have the collar. So I mean, we've been just nitpicking it since, and replacing stuff here and there. So but other than that, guys, it's a real fun plane to fly. Only thing it lacks is, like I said, nice GPS and an engine monitor. That's to come. Oh, let's see. If anybody needs some 210 wingtips, give me a shout out, and I'll sell both of them for $100. I don't care. I just want to get rid of them. Tired of looking at them. So, but yeah, moved hangars. Got a lot more hangar space. Real nice. Plane's washed. And then I also got a thing to hook my headset up into the GoPro. Man, lost my train of thought there for a second. So my videos will start having audio now, so that's a real good thing. If y'all want to know what the silver tape is on the old Avionics duct, we just haven't capped them off yet, but once we do, I'm pulling the silver tape off because it's driving me crazy. But other than that, she's ready to go, and I hope to be making some flying videos here soon, because this whole quarantine thing is keeping me from going places. And aviation fuel in Georgia is real cheap right now and in the Southeast, and I think it's gonna be cheap everywhere. So I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna start burning some low lead. All right, guys. Let's see if she can do this. What does everybody need to do?
Hit that subscribe button and the like button.
That's right. Remember to like, subscribe,
Turn
your notifications.
Subscribe button red and turn the subscribe button gray instead of red.
That's right. Y'all heard it from her. All right, guys. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.